Sometimes people say that God is omnipotent, but actually it's impossible to be omnipotent. Omnipotence is a self-contradiction. I don't know if you are a mathematician, but in math you can't define something called the set of all the sets. A set being defined as a family of things that you put together, and you call this family of things a set. You can make a set of everything. And you can make sets of sets. And so we can imagine the set of all the sets. But in math it's impossible because there is a very simple demonstration to show that. So the whole of all is something impossible, and there is something similar with, according to me, with omnipotence, because God cannot change things of himself, and he cannot decide, for example, that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Let 2 plus 2 equal 5 now. But if he does that, he destroys arithmetics. And if he destroys arithmetics, he destroys all maths, all physics, all biology, the whole universe and himself. Because everything be equal to everything and to nothing. So God is necessarily limited by the rules of arithmetics. He cannot decide that, for example, 7 is not a prime number. 7 is a prime number, and that cannot be changed. This is impossible. And the list of all prime numbers, God cannot change it. And this list is very complicated. I often call the prime number wild numbers, because they don't have rules. There are rules, but not total. They are difficult to control. And this God is submitted to this list. He is inferior of this list. Omnipotence is impossible. And infinity, it is impossible to be infinite. And more. You know, there are always, for each infinity, there are always a bigger, strictly bigger infinity. So you can't imagine God making everything he wants. There must be something bigger than him. Well, perhaps I say very simple things, but, well, the notion of God is something that must not work. But what not work? And this is just a thing defined to be the very magic, idealistic Father. People want to idealize things, but, well, it's just the universe. And the universe is very interesting if you just look at things like they are through science.